our silver partner said that you expect nothing from anybody, you will never be disappointed. Everyone expected these things I'm going to mention to do something marking when the Premier League started. But somehow they faltered. The sun also came up with victory. Arsenal came victorious over their arch rivals at Old Trafford, Theatre of Dreams. They turned the Theatre of Dreams to a real Theatre of Dreams for United. Even though that United came out smoking from their lines, and nobody expected what United did against Arsenal. They snuffed out Arsenal. Arsenal did not turn up for the party at all. It's the worst performance of Arsenal in the last couple of 10 years going forward, and these two teams have played against each other. For Chelsea, they thought they were going to take the remarkable feat and the club World Cup to the Premier League. They were lucky not to have done against the Palace. India came to their rescue by helping them out to cancel that goal that was scored. And for Spurs, Robinho had his prediction almost coming to pass, even though he predicted the 2-0 victory over Burnley. Somehow, you said 3-1. Okay, you said 3-1. But somehow, they went and destroyed Burnley with 3 spectacular goals. 2 from Richarlison, clinical goals that you would expect from a world-class striker. Is Richarlison truly a world-class striker?
Hell no.
But somehow, he was able to score those 2 brilliant goals with Bella Johnson putting the cherry on the cake. Welcome to another edition of Offside, brought to you by Arsenal fans. I have with me on the right side, Danny.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that they lost, the man is still smiling.
I'm always smiling.
I also have on the blue corner,
Never
the
lose.
Blues never lose, Mickey.
Never lose.
And Robinho, the debutant.
Come on,
Yes, guys. Let's start with United. You guys surprised everyone. It was an unbelievable performance. Where did you think that Amorim got it wrong? Despite the fact that you guys turned out for the party and you did well, but somehow you flopped your lines by losing, by going to New York.
For me personally, I think let me just clear the air. It wasn't a surprise. We're a big team.
Wow.
Yes. So a performance like this
they know,
is always expected. That's the truth.
these guys, they know how to give themselves comfort.
No, it's not about giving comfort. I'm used to winning, man. I'm used to winning. It's a mentality that has been in Old Trafford for a very, very long time.
Okay, sir.
So I think, like I said the last time, the same intensity and momentum we played Bournemouth during the preseason, I said if we can use that same momentum and same intensity against any Premier League team, it will be very hard to handle. And that was exactly what happened with you guys. You couldn't control it because we bring it on. Like the same intensity, the same energy, everybody was there. And besides the fact that we have 2 new guys who wanted to prove themselves, like they really worth the money that they came in for. I think the entire team, what was different about our game on that day is the fact that there's a different level of energy which has been instilled into every players. Because now, it is not only the coach that is disciplining the players, even the players themselves has took it upon themselves that, now listen, if you decide to go below the standard, then you not only be facing the wrath of the coach, but also us as a family. Yes, so I think that exactly has changed the momentum. If you see like everybody was there helping each other, fighting together, I think if we can keep working like that, it's going to be a different thing. For me personally, I don't think Amorim made a mistake, even though before I was criticizing the fact that he had to go with Mason Mount ahead of using Sesko, but it's a very common notion that has been happening with most new players that are coming in from different leagues. Yeah, give them the time to like watch the league. And yes, on time, he didn't get the chance to train with the team that long. So I think like putting him on the bench was justifiable to some extent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dan is talking about intensity. Intensity is good. But the question is, how long do you think you guys can maintain this level of intensity? You've got 30 plus matches. But you're going to have 30 plus matches plus the Carabao Cup, FA Cup to play. For how long can you maintain this intensity?
Well, I think a question like that wouldn't be answered by anyone, not even a supporter or an analyst. The players themselves, by the player.
Okay, thank you very much. That's a smart one from you. And the Blues never lose.
Never lose.
You guys went to that match hoping that you're going to take Crystal Palace to the Palace and clean them up, remove them. But unfortunately, Palace came with their A game. We said it in the pre-match review. We said, look, you guys are champions. They are champions too in England, winning Community Shield and FA Cup. You guys won Conference League and Club World Cup. What actually went wrong that Enzo Maresca could not, his £1 billion squad could not nullify? You know, Crystal Palace are not an expensive side now.
Yeah,
you guys, £1 billion. With that appendage, you guys should come there and just take the 3 points, even without playing the game. What happened?
I think that's a brilliant question. I love the way you are building the question in order to get us over the edge. But however, I think it was a very tough performance. Earlier on, I confessed that it was going to be a very tough match, and Palace went there with a plan. And if we check at the record, I think in the past 15 years, they were able to keep a clean sheet in Stamford Bridge. I think that was a very good performance for them. But I was there. I was also expecting us to win, like you said, the players, the spending, and what. But looking at the game, there was a little bit of fatigue that was telling on the team. And when we talk about the World Club Championship, one effect of it was going to be fatigue, and I see a little bit of it yesterday, especially in the first half. In the second half, the players tried to step up a bit. They're owing to the fact that we bring some substitution. You see, they step up a bit, but still, there was a little bit of fatigue. I'm not going to blame Maresca. There was nothing wrong from Maresca's point of view. Putting the right players, did the right substitution. The only thing is that we did not take our chance, especially the 9-minute chance by Santos. But however, it was a good game.
Talking about fatigue, how would the £1 billion team be talking about?
Yeah, with 42 players.
It's not 49. 49 players on loan.
Yes, you can have.
You guys cannot tell me that out of these players that are on loan, that you still don't have a formidable bench.
You can have 42 players or 97 players, but you're not going to do 97 substitution.
No, but you are the one that said that you guys had a plan, you had a project.
We had a plan. We had a project. And the players started slowly. You watching the first half. Palace was all over the place. In the second half, they stepped up.
But that's not unusual.
Yes, it's unusual. You see the fatigue telling you. Even players even push the ball. You see the likes of Enzo holding the ball, falling on the
So you guys are going to have more problem playing
I think that's the
Champions League.
This is an open match.
Yeah.
This is an open match. I think Enzo Maresca will look into it and say, okay, why would I give these guys maybe a rest? Or let me just see how best I will take this squad much more frequently.
The blame goes to Enzo Maresca. Not knowing what to do.
Sure.
But that's just the first game. You want all your best players. Every team to have their best players.
Bro, you should be talking about because you want to compete.
You want to compete, so you're throwing your best player. But if you can get this, if you see something falling, you learn from it. That's it. I think you will learn.
But what Ken is trying to say, I think you are trying to drift away from it. It's very simple. Now, no matter what, whether it's your first team or your best players or whatever the case might be, you guys had 49 players. And as a matter of fact, you guys played Club World Cup Championship. So if the coach knows that he has some few fatigue legs, he just replace them. I'm coming. You should just replace them.
No, not tell. It's the performance.
You can't tell.
You cannot tell.
You can tell from trainings.
Training was good, but in the pitch of play, it could be another thing.
I don't think. The guy just took an unnecessary risk. That's the problem.
To perform so yesterday, so badly. Training can be good in the pitch of play.
Do you think it's fatigue that affected us now?
No, it's not fatigue. But every team.
Thank you.
Every team has their own game plan, and we fall flat. So you will learn from it.
Okay.
Besides that, he has his own first 11. So you just have to put your best team.
Talking about teams that have their own plan.
Now you have first 11. Now you are giving an excuse. Okay.
Yeah, and they have to learn from it. Danny Levy and Thomas Frank. To be honest with you, even though our arch rivals in North London are people that we don't like, I must give it to them. I saw a different sports team. The fluidity in the way they play, the movement of the ball, the channels, the way they orchestrated their movement and all and got the goals. Richarlison is not somebody that I've always reckoned with. But the way he took those two brilliant goals was just something that reminds you of the likes of Drogba and Shevchenko. Those are the ways that they just have to play the banging.
I think Richarlison had a moment.
Had a moment, or a brilliant moment. Even Brendan Johnson, the way he took the goal. So, Romeo, congratulations. Can see you're smiling. Is that the reason why you said you guys are going to win this Premier League? Anyway, so what did you think that Thomas Frank did in order to get this team better? Because you told us in the last match, you said that you guys are building on momentum and you guys are going to get better. And that's why you have the confidence that you guys are going to win the Premier League.
Yeah, sure. I told you earlier on in our last interview, I told you that the Tottenham team that you used to know this time around, Tottenham is a title contender because if you take a look at the players that we are bringing in, and more especially if you take a look at the way Kudus is playing for us, you can see Kudus is bringing a lot of energy, a lot of style in the way Tottenham is playing presently. And I can boldly say here that this time around Tottenham is a title contender this season, trust me.
Everybody is a title contender. As long as you are part of the 20 teams in Premier League.
Yes, you are right. Every team is a title contender. As long as you come in there.
But along the way, soon we'll be able to determine who is going to be a title contender or not. Yeah.
Anyways, it is what it is. So let us see now. I want us to do something now. You tell us, looking at United and Arsenal, he has said that Ruben Amorim got his captains right. It's just that that something was wrong, where they did not take their chances and all that. So where do you think that as bad as Arsenal thing was as in that game, that Ruben Amorim failed to take advantage?
I think United played well. They played very well, but I think it's timing with the substitution. I think that's one thing I pick up. We see United attacking, having so many chances. For the first half, I think one of his first substitutions should have been bringing in the points instant. Because you see, United are going in for the goal. Despite him not seeing well or what, but you've got a pointed man on the bench. I think bringing him should have caused more panic or more tension. So despite the performance of Manchester United, I think they were going in for goal and they won't see the goal. I think Almori should have bring in a pointed striker earlier, or even add more all attacking force. You have, I think there was a moment even in the game you noticed that he brought in Maguire. Even that Maguire changes was too late. Because Maguire has that aerial power.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen that.
But when I saw him coming in, I said, this is going to be an issue for us.
Of course. And he upset that defense, even in the last minute. I think he should have done that substitution much more earlier. The United should have at least equalized that game.
So that's the fault on the part of Amorim.
Yes, that's the fault.
Because you're playing in front of your home fans. First game.
Yes, and you need the results. You need at least a point. At least a point. Yeah. And going forward, I think the United fans, or maybe the club of itself, they've got so much confidence in it. I think that's a very good thing for any manager. That's what he wants. But if he fails to get the results, especially this season, he would not like the pressure to come upon him. So it is best for him for now, to at least when everything is on his side, to start getting the results, rather than wait for the pressure to come upon him. So I think that's the best thing he should do now. Start getting the results. People will clap and celebrate. Oh, we perform well, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. They'll say no, it's results.
It's not what we're looking for.
No, it's not what we're looking for. It's results.
Okay, thank you very much, because now we've been able to ascertain that Amorim did not do what he was supposed to do. So whether he did not get it right, he did not do it on time, is the fault. So that's a default on his part. And on your own part, Robin, now Arsenal went to that Old Trafford thinking that, look, we want to play the same beautiful football, considering the fact that we have more players with fluidity, with panache that could come and do what we need to do, especially having Zubimendi, Gyökeres, and Martinelli. Bukayo Saka in the team. But somehow they went to that game like there was never a plan Because I did not see a football team. I'm a passionate supporter of Arsenal, but for the first time in the history of Arsenal, I've never seen us, even academy team will not play the whole play. Like, how do I even explain this? It's like we're unprepared. Yes, so we're going to play against United. I always say that United, no matter how poor United is, a dead United, playing against them, you need to be wary. But this is the first time I saw you guys snuffed us like we could not breathe. You snuffed us, we could not breathe. We were looking out for where to get the breath in the air, like Theatre of Dream was closed like Bernabeu Stadium. And imagine if Theatre of Dream was Bernabeu, it means that we would have been dead in that match. So where do you think that Mikel Arteta, you've coached this team for 5 years and 6 months plus running, where do you think, because you expect that he would have sued after 45 minutes, come and change the game and take the game to United. So where do you think that Mikel Arteta made error?
As for me, I did not expect Arsenal to play well, because if you look at the United squad, and moreover you're playing at home, and United are playing at home, so I think, and it's a very big match, I did not expect Arsenal to go there and outplay United, because Arsenal have a very good squad, but if you take a look at the United squad, it's very good too, and this is their first match at home, so you expect United to put in all their energy, all their support to win that particular match. So if Arsenal go there and win 1-0, I think, as for me, it's a very good result for them. And you should forget about the playing style or what. They do not go there and play well yesterday, which we all know, but the result is what matters.
So Robinho, are you trying to tell us that performance was something that they just went there and the coach said, play badly and get me?
So the coach did not tell them to
so
play
where
badly.
did the coach, there was an error on the coach, because I saw that team.
I did not see any error there.
I knew the players that would have been okay. Probably because he's our arch rivals.
I did not see any
he's not going to say anything.
I did not see any
so
error.
So let me take the question to you, Mickey. Where do you think Mikel Arteta made a mistake in that game?
I think there were a lot of players. Arsenal, I think your attack was flat. Your players were flat going forward. I see you have so many opportunities, especially in the first half, to counter United. And you are running the ball, just going to the attack and messing it up. You should have killed that game. Even before United step up, you should have at least 2 or 3 goals up. Because you have so many counters running in through United defense.
And we have players that
yes,
run on the counter.
And all of them were flat. You come to Martinelli, it was flat. You go to Saka was flat. And Gyökeres also was nowhere to be seen. But he was putting in the effort. So I think he made the right changes lately also in the game. By bringing these boys to cover up for him. Like Luis Kelly, bringing Timber. I think he noticed. He get the game. That was very late. So he picked up the mistake.
Imagine if United
even the Calvert was also a very good substitution. Even bringing in Madueke was also a very good substitution. Because all the players that flattered in the game, he was able to identify them and pick them out. So most of your players.
But there was one they did not pick out.
Yes, Odegaard, I don't know. Odegaard is so much in the system that the coach find it very difficult to take him off. Yes, it's so much in your system.
If Arsenal is going forward, in any attacking build-up, you see Odegaard repeating that play. Even though he's very slow to do the pass, there was no need for him to turn to even tap the ball. It was just this Bruno Fernandes pass. He touched the ball straight for the man, but it was like he has to turn, he has to tap it, and it's destroying the attack. So
you wanted to say something? I think if you're saying Arteta got it wrong, the entire team got everything wrong. There was only one outstanding person in that game aside from the goalkeeper. And that is Gabriel Magalhaes. Everybody played horribly. So if you are telling me Arteta got the changes wrong, you could have just changed the entire
level. The changes right.
He let her change those players, but I don't think the only thing he was trying to do damage control.
No, but
let me tell you something. Your defense was terrible so much so that he had to bring in fresh legs because he wanted to contain us to a point where you guys can end up walking out with 3 points.
So I don't think the defense
not like going before.
No, the defense had issues.
You were defending with almost 11.
That's what I'm saying, because the attack were not attacking United.
Look at what we have. That's what Mickey said. When we have the ball, we could not take chances of.
I'll give you one a synopsis of what I think like really was the problem in the entire game. You guys came in with a plan, but the problem was in order for you to be able to execute the plan, you had few players that were supposed to be on the leash. And those players, we didn't give them the chance.
That's what I'm saying.
For them to play.
So you would have
the
changed.
entire time, instead of you hitting us hard, we counteracted your own plan that you came in with. So you were the entire time you.
That's
didn't know what to
because
do.
those boys were running on the channels like Martinelli. You were running on the channel. You were not. There was an opportunity when you guys were wing back. You know the way you guys were playing. When you get the ball, you spread the ball to the wing, and then Martinelli is already high, and the defender is looking at whether to come to the middle. Coming to the middle is exposing the entire back line. Because the moment you come to the middle, somebody is running again into the space you are creating. Martinelli that is supposed to fall back is up there. He had an opportunity with the ball. He lost it up there. So this guy is trying to come forward, how to join him in the attack. So if you move beyond that, there's someone that's going to run into that space because you are playing with a wing back.
Yeah, I think like.
So our problem is that we did not. You remember when Noni Madueke entered, he could hold the ball. There was a time he held the ball, run with the ball. You guys were not chasing that. You want to get the ball from the extreme side of the flank. But that was what Martinelli was not able to do the entire period he played in the match.
Yeah, but he was not the only person that could.
Bukayo Saka was now coming because Mbemo or Cunha was already on Ben White. Ben White could not move out. Bukayo Saka had to track back to come to the middle to get a pass. Unlike before, that you see Ben White will come and give him the pass. It was not there. Who is the person that is supposed to orchestrate that? Odegaard. He's wasting time on the ball. So the moment he holds the ball, rather than playing simple, he's trying to do 360-degree turning, which you guys did not give him room to do. Gyökeres could not do those 2-3 overlaps run that he does to give the defenders a chance. So at the end of the day, the defenders have to be pinged back to defend. So the best players in that team yesterday was the defense line. The rest of them were completely out of place.
I think the only person that defended well yesterday was
Gabriel. Saliba was off.
Saliba was off. Even Calafiori.
It's only when Timber came in.
He only scored a goal, but he didn't do that much. And then Ben White was the entire time he was scared to go forward. The entire time, like he was just sitting back. He was scared to go forward.
Anyways,
because he was afraid of making mistakes.
I think there's something else I noticed in the match. United, your coach needs to work on that. I think he needs to have confidence in this boy, Ahmad. Playing him at the wing back is not called for.
No, because he has an attacking play. He has speed.
Yes, but you see how well he tried pushing the attack. But when they lose the ball, you see the runs, the free space Arsenal should have scored the second goal.
Yes.
I did not bid for that block by Delete last minute. All of this is happening because if he overlaps, he has to come back to cover.
No, but
he played very well.
But he was the one that taking out.
Taking out this your signing in Bono, it's not bad. You've done 70 minutes or so. If you are bringing in Dalot, don't need to take Dalot. Dalot can also attack.
No,
Dalot can attack. He can deliver ball.
That's the entire game.
But let him play.
Even yesterday, with us being so, if you take a look at our rating, with us being so outstanding,
it's very good.
You notice like him and the goalkeeper, they are the only ones that have like the least rating in the game. That's why they took him off. And let me tell you something. Ahmad, the coach didn't put him in that position because he wanted to, because he felt like doing it. It's a position that Ahmad had been training to play all this while. And time and time again, he has proven like he's capable of defending and attacking at the same time. And if you can, yesterday I was finding out the fact that he had to use this guy, what's his name, Mount. The coach said, I have more than 3 different positions to put Mount so that he can play in that team. Nobody knew like Mount could play in those positions that he was playing yesterday. Because that coach, he knows his system better than us. Even though sometimes we see like they made mistakes in their changes or maybe in the players and how they interchange them and everything. But I think like Ahmad can well defend. It's a very common thing in football. If you're a wing back, you lose the ball. You will always leave the defense open. That is always cool.
But that is the question: that how efficient you guys are going to be with it, because you're going to play a lot of games.
Well, that's our
Because it's
system.
very good going forward. So
Yes.
don't put him back. That's what I'm saying. That's
Even
what
me, I'm frowning at the idea of
don't put
franchise
him back.
there.
Yes.
I'm frowning at
It's
the
very
idea,
good
but
going
the coach
forward.
wanted him to play there, and the guy hasn't complained. He said, "I'm willing to play anywhere the coach asks me to play." Those were his words.
Anyways, it is good. The weekend was good for some things and not good for other teams. It was beautiful for Arsenal, beautiful for Spurs, and not good for United. But should I say fair for Chelsea? At least they got the draw. Now it's going to be
For
another.
us, it's disappointing.
It's going to be another roller coaster week.
It's not disappointing for Chelsea. It's like,
No, for me.
okay, for you.
Yeah,
So
for
it's
my
going to
team.
be. It's
Not
going to
talking
be.
about Chelsea.
It's going to be another roller coaster week where we're going to be having United facing Fulham and Spurs overpinning against Man City. Spurs happen to be the bogey team for Man City.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a game of London teams again. West Ham against Chelsea.
Chelsea will win that.
Chelsea, you guys have beat West Ham 56 times, beating them 31 times. Do you think that Enzo Maresca has what it takes? Because Graham Potter is not smiling. He knows your team. He's been the coach of Chelsea before. So, and he knows most of the players. Do you think that he has got what it takes to beat Chelsea? Or Chelsea has got what it takes to beat Graham Potter?
I think Maresca will learn from his mistakes and he wants to prove a point going into the second match. He knows, he confessed it, that being in Chelsea is all about winning. We're not too fancy about how many possessions, how many dribblings. At the end of the day, the scorecard we look for managers, what's the results. That's one of the first things. And Maresca is aware of that. So he will correct the mistakes of the last game and give us the results. Whether we are home or away, I think he has to go in for a win. That would be the goal.
Okay, that's it. For United, Danny said, if United continue to play with the same intensity, that they will take teams to the Tartars. United have played against Fulham 40 times, making 30 victories, with Fulham defeating you 4 times, with both sides sharing 7 draws. But looking at Fulham, this team, they're unpredictable.
Yes,
They may not have been playing well now, but if you guys play the same way you play against us, bro, I can tell you that you guys are going to lose. If you guys don't correct the mistakes, the errors that Mickey spoke about, and you keep it too late, Fulham will beat you guys. But it's not for me to decide. 90 minutes of that game is going to decide. And it's going to be happening at Craven Cottage.
It doesn't really matter for us
So,
whether it's Craven Cottage or not. I'm
tell us where you think you guys can hurt the Cottagers.
Last season, they came up with a lot of offsets against us because they won at Old Trafford. It was FA Cup. So I think it's a scary game somehow because they always surprise us of late. For I think it's the past 2 seasons, they have been surprising us. 2-1 victory.
You see what I said?
Yeah.
He acknowledged the fact that they've been surprising them.
Yes, it's football. It's normal. That's why it's called the Premier League.
So it's going to be a test of your 3-5-2 formation again.
No, I don't think it's going to be a test. It's going to be a test of our 3-5-2. It's not about the formation. It's going to be a test about how well we're going to play when we are out there,
Okay.
not in front of our fans. I think that's where the test is going to start from.
Okay.
Because this game with Fulham, even though they're a small team, well, it will be different from the game with Arsenal. Because here, a draw will not be appreciated at all. It will not be good enough at all for us. We need to get all 3 points. And not just all 3 points. We need to get a good 3 points with a very good performance, just like what we did against Arsenal. If we do otherwise, even if we decide to win the game, at the end of the day, it will still lead to some certain set of criticism with the players because they will just tell them, oh, all that performance you guys put up because it's Arsenal. So at the end of the day, we have a few things that are at stake here. questioning the characters and personalities of the player, of how well they can keep up the same performances going forward, and they will be able to maintain it, let's say in the next 5-10 games consistently. Or it's just for the fans for them to appease the fans and things like there is hope. Let's see what's gonna happen. But I think we're gonna win that game.
Okay. We'll come back to that so we'll know what your scoreline predictions are going to be. For Spurs, playing against Man City, no matter how bad, see, every team has a buggy team. Spurs happen to be the buggy team for Man City. They played 60 times, and these guys, as bad as they could be in the time pass, have defeated Man City 28 times, with Man City coming up victorious 23 times. And both sides have shared 9 draws. But now, with a resurgent team like Spurs, the way they are playing, whoa. And I saw Man City win their first match 4-0. I wasn't convinced.
No.
I just saw them took their chances against a team that didn't know what to do.
Yes.
So I'm still not convinced with Man City.
I think that matters.
Yes.
It matters.
It matters.
But down the line,
because it gives you some level of confidence.
And
that, yes. See, it gives you some level of confidence, and that confidence can be overrated, overbloated. When you now meet a team, that know, especially team like Man City, Spurs, that knows how to take on you guys. You know the reason why they won the Premier League beating them was because Spurs needed to undo Arsenal. They went to that match and pretended like they were not interested in football. Because they saw on a good day. So they have taken his chances. The only player that came to that match, I still recall, that got upset with the performance was Bentancur, even when it was changed. The guy was upset when they changed him, was kicking things because he was one person that came to the party to say, look, despite the fact that if we win this match or we draw this match, it's going to give Arsenal an edge, but I wanted a good performance. The entire team knew what they were doing.
That shows their level of professionalism.
Yeah, because of the
that was the reason why this guy, Conte, right?
Yeah,
he was saying some people are being paid a lot of money, but they are putting up a terrible performance. He called them out. That was why they let him go.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now, tell us, because you say you guys want to win the Premier League.
Yeah, sure.
And we are giving you guys this prediction and confidence is free. It's when we get to the nitty-gritty of the league that we know. So let us know, what do you think that Thomas Frank can do to upset Pep Guardiola's team? Because Pep Guardiola has not only recruited new players, he has brought in new coaches. He has Colotorre among his coaching crew, and he have Pep Linders, former club's assistant, now in the team.
And he has a set piece coach from Liverpool.
Exactly. So that's it. So let us see. Where do you think you guys can undo from the City side?
It's going to be a very tight match because, mind you, we are going away. We are going at the Etihad Stadium. And if you take a look at the performance of Man City in their first match, they won that team by 4 goals to 1. Yeah, so, and Tottenham won by 3 goals to 0. And I can say it's going to be a very, very tight match for us. Trust me, it's going to be a very tight match because if you take a look at the players that Man City have, that the players that are bringing in and their performance, because I watched their game during the weekend. I saw the Man City squad that was missing 1 or 2 years back. They are playing a very constructive football, despite the goals. They are playing a very constructive football. And if you take a look at our squad, Tottenham, the squad is so composed. We are playing very well. And if we put up that same performance against Burnley, though it's going to be a very tight and tough battle because for us to go away in the Etihad Stadium, you have the fans against you. Mind you, the refs will be against you too. But trust me,
that's bad.
But that's cool. If you take a look at Arsenal yesterday, the ref was just issuing a card. You have those advantages.
No.
Trust me.
It doesn't apply to that.
But trust me, if we put up that performance on Saturday, we put up against Burnley. So we might victorious.
Let me say something.
Yes.
With regards to Man City and Tottenham, I'll tell you one thing for sure why I believe Tottenham will not be victorious in that match. Thomas Frank, he gave them one hell of a hard time when he was in Brentford. Playing in Etihad.
With players that are not too good enough.
Yeah.
How can you see that?
Brentford players, how many
How
of
can
them?
you say they are not doing it, but they are so committed?
They are committed. That's what I'm saying.
Commitment, yes, it's good. It's
It's
one
good.
side of football. What about the skill
The
set?
skill sets.
Come on.
You need skills to play football, man.
Brentford
You
never had
can't-
players like Romero,
Yes,
Van der Ven,
Van der Ven.
Despite
That's
that,
the truth.
Despite that.
Mohamed Kudus, Brendan Johnson. They
Yeah.
don't have those kind of players.
You guys have quality in your
You
team.
have quality in your team.
Yeah, sure.
It was the commitment level. That's why you guys are doing what you're doing.
Yes,
You have been
yes,
performing terribly. And another thing is the fact that Man City started just like this, but I can tell they have a lot of issue with their squad. Even with using Regners and this guy, what's his name? This other guy they brought in from Porto. And that number 14, I'm not familiar with his name. He's a Spanish guy. Yes. Even with those two guys, when you watch the game against Wolves, just like you said, Wolves didn't have an identity in that team. That was why Man City ended up winning that game. But when the game started, I was even scared for Man City. They were a little bit scary with the way we were going forward, the control of the ball, the passes, the interception and everything. It was this black African guy, I don't know his name.
Amadou.
I'm not
Amadou.
surprised.
He made a lot of
I'm not
terrible
surprised with the
mistakes in
performance.
that game. He gave away like 2 goals.
Because
That was what
It's
Leeds
their
Man
first
City.
match.
Amadou's performance in that game was
Yeah, I
pathetic.
don't know why the coach even kept him. Yeah, he should have just asked him out of that game. 20 minutes into the game, my guy, please. I know today is not your day. Let me get someone else who can do the job. Because he was terrible the entire time. How can you give 2 goals away in a single game just for
It
one
was
player?
pathetic.
It was really terrible.
Anyways, we come to that point where we're going to make our predictions and let us see who is going to be bold enough to make a marquee prediction. Because the only person that had the opportunity of getting very close, although he expected that we were going to concede a goal, was Rubinho. They will give it to Rubinho that he got it right. I said 3-1 Arsenal against United, but somehow we're lucky to have come down. And for Chelsea, they said it's 2-0. They were lucky also that the VAR came to their rescue and nullify a clean goal.
They were saved by the bell.
Clean goal.
That's a rule to it.
Okay.
It was really scary for you guys.
So, I want to start with Danny. Danny believes they will go to Craven Cottage and come out victorious.
Yeah.
But one thing, he acknowledged the fact that it has not been easy for them playing against Fulham.
Yes.
Danny, tell the viewers where you think is going to be the scoreline prediction. Bold one against Fulham.
On that day against Fulham, we're going to win by 3 goals to 0.
Wow.
And we'll have 3 new debutants to score the goal. Sesko will score, when we'll score, and Mateus will give us a goal.
That's a route.
he's so
That's
confident.
so you guys are running riots, man. Okay.
We're going to create
Danny is so
chaos
confident.
in the cottage.
Okay.
Making his prediction.
That's confident.
Yeah, sure.
Danny, coming to the man that says the Blues never lose.
Never.
They almost lost the game.
This is a game of Londoners,
Yes.
and you're playing against your former coach,
Yeah.
who is not happy that you guys sacked him midway.
Beaten him also.
So, be bold in your prediction.
Before the prediction, let's put this to rest. I think the VI decision, it was correct. It was the right decision.
Yes.
Huh?
Tell us.
And the laws were clear. You see, the IFAB laws 2026, 2025, 2026, where there are 3 or more defending team players from a wall, all attacking team players must remain at least 1 meter or 1 yard from the wall until the ball is in play. If when a free kick is taken, an attacking player is less than 1 meter from the wall formed by 3 or more defending team players, an indirect free kick is awarded. So in that case, what caused for the disqualification of that penalty? We all see the player closing to the wall by shifting Caicedo. It was less than 1 meter. So that's where the law.
So we can say you guys escaped.
We can say the law was applied.
We can't say the law was applied.
Yes, the
You
law.
are helped now.
No, the law was applied.
Okay, agreed.
Good.
So,
let's put it
tell
to
us. Okay, that's the
Going.
different.
Going. I'm not going to fall into records. This is history. Whether we defeated them 20 times in the past. It's a new season,
with new players, new resolutions, every team having their own game plan. I know that Maresca will correct his mistakes, going to West Ham, going with bold confidence to give us 3 points with 3 goals.
Wow.
Yes.
This time, these guys are running riot. United is 3 goals, 3 points. Blues, 3 goals, 3 points. And Robinho, the man that want to win the Premier League, when they've never even thought about being consistent in qualifying for Champions League. Anyways, you never can say never. Anything is possible.
Not to be Leicester City.
So, Robinho, give us a prediction.
It's going to be a tight match because, mind you, are going away to Man City. It's going to be a very tight one, but I can say we'll win by 1 goal to 0.
Wow.
Goal to nil.
Yeah,
Goal to
1
nil.
goal to 0.
Anyways, you've heard it from my teammates. Danny is so super confident.
I'm very confident.
For the Blues man, Mickey is always confident. But Robinho somehow in his prediction seems to be sitting on the,
he's
not too sure.
I'm sure.
He's still scared of what
I don't know why you are. I don't know. And that's the problem. If you want to be a champion,
you should be bold.
It's a tight match.
You must have the audacity.
You know when they ask you what sort of audacity do you have to do a prediction like that? That's exactly what people will be asking me. For me, I'm sure.
Anyway,
If we are playing against Man City, I'll tell you we are going to win that.
Without United squad.
Yeah, with this squad.
Okay. So you have the confidence to predict. So
It's not about the
I'm not
confidence.
surprised.
It's about how the team plays.
How you play.
It's all different.
Because it's your first match, mind you.
Obino just took one thing. He said, City take their chances. So I think that's what is bugging him.
No, but looking at, to be honest with you, if you look at City's defense as compared to Spurs' defense,
their own defense is more solid.
it's more solid. It's more solid.
City, their defense is porous.
I've always repeated this and keep saying it. You have a very good midfield and attack. It can make up for that defense. So regardless,
It all depends on
it
the
can
type
make
of team you are
up. It
playing.
can make up for that defense. You
Anyways,
can concede 1 goal and you go for an attack.
Arsenal had a very good
And they have an
midfield
attack that can
and an
score
attack,
2 goals.
but if the defense wasn't there
Yeah.
on that day,
would have been
Yeah, the
too
performance was flat.
man,
So
the
it's true.
defense. You really need
Anyways,
So careless.
this is how it's been on this edition. We are going to ask my teammates.
Against Paris Saint-Germain.
You heard it from my
Look
teammates.
at the performance. The last minute. They
Okay,
equalized.
you heard it from my teammates. Viewers, please don't forget to follow us on all our social media handles. It is the Offside, and I'm expecting my teammates to say one last word to the viewers. And before I round off, it's been a roller coaster moment here in the studio with United, Spurs, and Chelsea. So starting with Danny. Danny, one last word to our viewers.
I want to say to all those who have been out there, our fans, the air feels different. The environment is starting to be. There's a lot of hope out there. Hopefully, let's see what's going to happen before. Let's say in the next 5 or 10 years. But I'm very optimistic that things are going to change for us.
That's his message for United fans. And for the Blues.
Yes, we are not running a 100-meter race. It is a marathon. It's just 1 out of 38, so we've got 37 more to go. At least we did not lose all 3 points. We took a point, and we are coming back strong. For all viewers, like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Somehow the guy is just giving a backlash to United guys. Anyways, Romeo, for you.
And to all Tottenham fans out there, come this weekend, we're going away to Man City, and it's a very tight one. I can say that it's very tight one, but trust me, we'll match victorious. So let's just be patient. The race is still long, and trust me, this season, I'm so confident that Tottenham will going to emerge victorious, who will win the Premier League.
Wow.
That's very bold.
That was a bold call.
Bold for someone who couldn't even admit to the fact that his team is playing.
Anyway, talking about bold call, we just want to enjoin you to continue to support us with your like, your shares, your subscription to this channel.
Yeah.
And let us build a community together. Until then, it is the Offside. Keep it tight!